Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala Rasulil Karim amma ba'd. First of all, I would like to thank each and every one of you for taking part in this sixth members talk session. This is basically, at the UF, we firmly believe that each and every crisis is an opportunity, and we thought that we will use this lockdown as an opportunity to get connected virtually with our members, engage with them, and understand them better. As you all know, that we generally start each and every session by reciting few verses from Holy Quran. I call upon Brother Nadeem to recite few verses from the Holy Quran. Over to you, Nadeem.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت الناس يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفر إنه كان توابا صدق الله العظيم.
Thanks a lot, Nadeem bhai. May Allah shower His blessings on all of us. Okay, Burhan, can you just put the agenda on the right-hand side so that in the chat box, so we know what exactly is the time frame for each and every one. Okay, so the first one actually in the agenda is basically, to make you understand what exactly UF did for the month of this month, June. To give an update on that and to jog our memories on the UF vision of 15x, I would like to call upon our president of this chamber, Mr. Ahmed Buhari Saab, to share his presidential address. Over to you, President.
Thank you, Kaleem. Assalamu alaikum. First of all, a warm welcome to, I see a lot of new brothers coming in. Yawar is there, Dr. Jafar Ali Khan. A lot of new members have come in. Warm welcome to all of you for having come on board the UEF. I hope it makes some sense. UEF makes sense to all of you. Thank you very much for all of you having taken time to come today for this evening. Like Kaleem was mentioning, so this is a member introduction meeting. We are trying to figure out, what each and every one is doing in the chamber, what are the businesses. Frankly speaking, I'm a little embarrassed. Last month we had Dr. Abul Hassan making a presentation about City Hospital. And although we are on the board together in the UEF, I didn't know many of those things, Is it my ignorance or is it doctor is moving the bar all the time? I don't know, and I think it's more a bit of both, right? A lot of my ignorance and that doctor is moving the goalpost every time, so, but it was very, very heartening, to know exactly, what all Dr. Abul Hassan has been doing and a whole lot of our members have been doing. So this is an attempt to see, so that we get to understand a bit more about, what is everyone is doing so that better informed. The whole philosophy, as far as UEF is concerned, Kaleem has been mentioning, in a nutshell, our plan is to see how do we take our story, our state's story, our community's story, 15x. Wherever we are today, how do we grow it by 15x? Right? So that is the plan of the UEF in a nutshell. It's an elaborate discussion to tell you what the 15x is all about and how we're going to do it and whatnot. So I'm not going to talk about too much about that right now, but suffice to say that we are trying to grow our, the GDP from where it is today. So roughly our community's GDP today, we have worked it out as $13.5 billion is the approximate GDP of the community in Tamil Nadu. We want to see how we can support the community go from $13.5 billion to about $200 billion by the year 2050. So it's a 30-year plan. And then we just have to keep moving on and on and on from where we are to, the 2050 time frame. Of course, broken into shorter intervals of 3 and 5 years. So in that effort, so let me just give you a quick highlight of what we did in June. We signed an MOU with the Singapore Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry. So we signed an MOU with the Singapore Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry. It's a chamber which was started in 1926. So it's one of the oldest chambers in Singapore. So we signed an MOU with them. Alhamdulillah, we have crossed a membership of 500 people. We have been able to raise about 25 lakhs as a COVID contribution fund from various supporters, members. A lot of people have been came forward, and we were able to raise about 25 lakhs. And we've also dispersed a lot of that money. We got a very encouraging response from Invest India, which is the #1 investment body for supporting investments into India. Mr. Deepak Bagla, for those of you who remember, was a speaker at our World Summit. And so he had sent a letter, and he has come forward to support our Asia centers, right? Which is nothing but the entrepreneurship, startup, innovation, incubation, accelerator centers. We want to start in all our 45 educational institutions. So Mr. Deepak Bagla has responded very favorably to support that. Our total contribution today for the CM fund has now gone to, the COVID relief fund is about 2.3 crores. Mr. Sini Jaffer from Singapore has joined the Singapore Malay Chamber of Commerce. And this company, All Safe Digital, is a new startup where two of our members, Mr. Abdul Rahman and Sultan Khalifa, along with our Mr. Yusuf, formerly of Cognizant, they have all partnered together to start this cyber security firm, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And so this has been started. All Safe Digital company has been started, I think, in the month of June. And of course, the board had a review meeting to discuss the business plan, which we will shortly be sharing with the rest of the members. So this is basically the highlight of June. So we had a productive a productive June. So we've been able to do a few things. And of course, today we have got some interesting presentations. I believe we have 4 very interesting companies. We have got British Clean, which is doing environmentally friendly, organic home cleaning products. Then we have got Tasim Bibi College from Kilakarai. We've got Go Water, which is probably one of our first SaaS companies, which is trying to address the water issues of Chennai and maybe also go beyond the city. And of course, we've got Accord Elevators, who are going to present about the elevator company and all the business that they've been doing. So this is the lineup of sessions that we have today. I think we have a tight timeline. Last time members were saying everything went on for too long. So may I request all the presenters to keep it about 8 to 10 minutes, the sessions, so that we try to finish off the whole session. So I don't want to go over my time. I think I've been allotted 10 minutes, so I want to finish up within my time. So thank you very much, everybody, for having joined us this afternoon. And I'll pass it back to Kaleem to introduce all our speakers today. So thank you very much, and look forward to an interactive session.
Thanks a lot, President, for giving us the update on overall and especially the 15X agenda of UEF. Once again, thank you to all members for accepting, especially the presenters, for sticking on to the time. I thought I should just thank you in advance. We, in our life, face a lot of challenges, and which we put a brave face in order to meet those challenges. But one challenge which we face puts us in real trouble is the water problem. Especially in the urban areas, one side the population is increasing, but the demand is limited. But not to worry, in order to solve all these problems, to give us one-stop solution, we have 3 great minds put together, have come out with Go Water. And what exactly Go Water is, 2 UEF members, one Mohammed Sadiq Saab and the other eminent member Asghar Junaid Saab, along with Mr. Jha, has put on to see how we can efficiently resolve this water issue. To share more about this, I would like to call upon our director, Mohammed Sadiq Saab, to share about Go Water. Over to you, Sadiq Saab.
Assalamu alaikum. Glad and happy to talk about our company Go Water to the UEF members, and I thank UEF for giving this opportunity. It all started in the year 2019 when Chennai was facing a severe water shortage. It was so bad that a lot of schools, industries, colleges had to just close down for a few days just to save water. That is when me, Asghar Aka, and Srikanth Jha, we are discussing about the issue, and we came up with an idea, and we identified the biggest issue is the delivery of water from point A to point B, which was adding to the crisis for the water. And we want to solve this problem. And that is when we found an opportunity in this crisis, and we started this company Go Water on beginning of January 2020. And one of the other reason also was the tanker price was skyrocketing to 300 to 400%. So we were thinking there's something wrong, and there's a solution for this problem. So in order to explain more about this company, I will ask my CEO and our co-founder Srikanth Jha to walk you through the presentation.
Yeah, thank you, Shadak. Good afternoon, everybody. Like Shadak said, a couple of years ago, we decided to start Go Water. And at that point of time, when there was a shortage, we found that most of the pricing which was going through the roof was mainly because of not only inefficiencies of the system, but it was also because of exploitation. And that was leading to a lot of reliability factors. And people had to actually stand on the side of the roads just to get a tanker of water, which was a shame, really, because when we finally got to the nuts and bolts of it, we found that it could be easily managed with technology. So what we did was we got in technology along with the domain that we had and put it together and started Go Water with the idea of creating an efficient delivery system. That was the first goalpost that we had. And thereafter, we, of course, integrated a lot more bells and whistles to this, which we will anyway, I'll tell you as we go ahead.
How to move the next please?
Yeah, you can just say next. We will.
Next,
yeah. Okay. So that's Shadak and Asghar and myself. We are the three people who actually put our minds together to start Go Water. And yeah, this is just to give you an idea about the water problem in India. I guess it's the same all over the world. And we are all aware that we are having an issue wherein the water availability to consumption is drastically, there's a gap coming in. More important is that one, that you have a problem with the fact that you don't have enough water for people. And the second thing is the reach for people to actually get the water. There's no point in having water and then not being able to receive it. So if you look at some of the key numbers out here, you'll find that by 2050, water demand will increase by 32% in all sectors. So theoretically, what's going to be happening is that we'll be continuously running to standstill just to try to get our requirement of water on a daily basis. Yeah. So like I said in the last part of it, the most important thing was to make sure that while we have a shortage of water, we also have to make sure that this shortage is managed well, so that we actually receive what we are supposed to receive and not just go by the numbers of having a deficiency on a continuous basis. I'm sure that people who stay in Chennai understand that there are times when the reservoirs are full and they still have to buy water. We'll come to that next. Yeah, this is the population growth versus the water demand in India. I think it's pretty obvious to know that we are nowhere in the picture as far as ensuring that the demand will come down vis-a-vis the population, which means that we have to conserve water in the years to come. Next, please. This just gives the sector-wise demand. But of course, I think at this point of time, the domestic and the industry and others is what is really important. The irrigation part of it is managed to a certain extent by the government. Yeah. Now, coming to Chennai, this is where the problem starts. So we decided that since we are in Chennai and we have been seeing this issue of water supply, we decided to focus. To give you the key numbers out here, you look at this, you'll find that there are 4,500 private water tankers plying, giving an opportunity of 1,500 crore per year business. This is the amount of water that is actually being sold to the domestic segment over and above the tankers which actually the metro water supplies at a nominal cost. And this too is going to increase. We looked at this as an opportunity and decided that we will become aggregators so that we bring more of these lorries under our control and thereby bring in efficiencies and reduce the pricing for people, as well as use the opportunity to bring in a good business model into the system. This is, okay, the same thing as what we saw as far as India is concerned, and this is now with relation to Chennai. Here again, as you know, that the reservoirs that we have are the same that the Britishers gave us before independence. While we still rely on the same storage, our consumption is increasing, which becomes a little frightening, because if you look at it, every 3 to 4 years we have a drought year theoretically, which again creates a problem for us to get our supplies. And the distribution system in Chennai is so bad that in all the older areas you can't even relay pipes, because the housing actually many houses have been built over the pipes. So water distribution by lorries has actually come to stay. This is the pie chart on the groundwater availability in Chennai vis-a-vis the metro water supply, the private water tankers, and this is how Chennai actually gets its water requirement daily. Okay, so now we come down to why are we in this business and why do we come to us? What we did was, we normally have one driver who owns a couple of lorries and he takes orders. Whoever bids the most gets the water first. So it becomes like an auction in his own mind. And he becomes a defaulter to the person whom he has quoted the lowest price because his demand is far exceeds his supply during the time when there is a shortage. So we as aggregators now have got a large number of tankers who are running under us. But prior to starting this, we realized that the product that is going to reach the customer is going to be water. So we mapped all the bore wells in Chennai. There are about 130 of them and in all different locations. And our software ensures that the moment you require water, if you give us a call, your location is mapped to the closest borewell based on the quality and delivered to you, thereby reducing the distance and bringing in efficiency. This entire process of the borewell management, managing the lorries, is done by technology, which we will come to in the next slide. Yeah, what we are trying to bring to you is ease of booking. Obviously, there is an app. You can also, book an order through the website. You can track it. GPS is there. Delivery is obviously on time because of the tracking. We have a 24/7 support system. Cost efficient, like I just mentioned earlier on, and transparent billing, which I'll again come to a little later. We use electronic flow meters, so you actually pay for what you get. So it's not the question of paying for a 24 KL and then finding that you've been shortchanged by a driver who actually delivers only 22 KL. See, and obviously, since if we are going to be on time all the time and give you what you pay for, credibility will be there because we have more lorries to supply the water to you. And we monitor the water in your sump and your overhead tanks, which again we'll address in the next slide, so that you are fully aware of your water levels and you don't land up in a situation where you get up in the morning, open your tap, and then find there is no water there for you. Yeah, so what happens typically here is we have an indicator in your sump, and the moment it comes down below the threshold, it triggers an alarm telling us that the water level in your sump has now come down and you need water. This gets transmitted via technology through the cloud and lands up in our office. And the back office immediately conveys that in a driver app who understands that a particular location and an address requires this water. He then brings his vehicle and comes and gives you the water. So what happens in this entire process is the order is placed automatically and the water is also delivered prior to your sump going dry. So you never end up in a situation where you actually have to wait for water without any water in the house. Now we also have gone one step further by creating what is known as a smart water management system. Here what we do typically is we continuously monitor your sump with sensors. We measure the water in your overhead tank using pressure transducers, and this in turn puts on and also shuts off your pump motor with smart controllers. What this typically does is, when your overhead tank runs out of water, it talks to the sump and checks how much water is there for the sump to, for the motor to come on. If there is no water in the sump, the motor doesn't come out, there the motor doesn't get damaged. On the other hand, if there is no water in the sump, it triggers off a message to us at Go Water, and we send a tanker of water over there. Now, once the overhead tank is full, we monitor your consumption by hydrostatic measuring devices. And thereby what happens, today, I don't think there are a few buildings, but not many of them have got water meters which actually tell you how much water you have consumed. If you're living in an apartment, you pay by dividing the water bill with every apartment, irrespective of the fact whether one apartment has 10 people staying in it or there's another one with just one person staying. Here what happens is you can monitor each and every person's house, and then we customize these reports and analyze this data. This helps. To give you an example, a hotel. If we supply water to a hotel, we could probably link their occupancy levels to the consumption of water. We could even analyze what their bookings are for the next few months and thereby make sure that the entire water management is done based on their occupancy levels. This is some of the technology we use. Could be a little complicated, but the long and short of it is that we use flow meters, we use sensors, we use GSM, digital transmission of data. We also use analog for maybe buildings which are standalone. If they have 200, 300 apartments, then they can probably read the information of their sump and overhead tanks at the premises itself. And we have the other technologies which have been wired as well as wireless technologies we have used to make sure that at the end of the day, you get your water and you have water all the time with you. These are the areas we supply water to: residential, healthcare, IT parks, construction. The quality of water could differ for all these requirements. We ensure that based on your requirement, like if you're an IT park, you may require a TDS of a certain level. If you're a hospital, you may want something which is superior. We ensure that we map that quality of water to the closest borewell, and you get the water. And moreover, along with every load of water which is delivered to you, you even get a water certificate so that you are aware that which bore it came from and what is the quality of water. Yeah, and you can connect with us if you require any of our services. Thank you.
Nice, very nice presentation, Mr. Jha. Thank you very much. So much of technology you brought into it. So looks like the Uber of water, like Uber for water, Ola for water.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. And water being such a important item for Chennai, and not only Chennai, I think it's something that we need to be concerned of on a pan-India basis. I'm sure that this will be a great.
Actually, what happened was, yeah, you're right about the Uber aspect of the water. But when we got into the Uber aspect of water, we suddenly realized that as we kept getting deeper and deeper into it, we found that there is so much more area to cover just to make the system more efficient.
Oh, very nice. Excellent. Very nice to hear about that. Thank you very much. Back to you, Kaleem.
Thanks a lot. Now comes the second presentation. While UEF, we all know that works on lifting the EVA of community and the state of Tamil Nadu, one of our member works on lifting people from the ground floor to the top floors of their offices. They work efficiently. In fact, when I recently visited B.S. Abdurrahman Sahib University, I could see their lifts installed there. When I went to RWD office, I could also see their lifts installed there. I went to, I was coming back from Oragadam. In Tambaram, in a jewelry shop, I could see their lifts installed. What amazed me and fascinates me is basically not only just human lifts, they also work on car lifts. And in fact, I was seeking their assistance for one of the VIPs to move them in a wheelchair lift. They gave their specialized inputs. To share more about this, our member, I would like to call upon Accord Elevators to share their journey. Over to you, Brother Sadak and Hassan.
Assalamu alaikum. A very good afternoon to one and all. Thank you, sir, for your kind introduction. We'd also like to thank the President, Directors and members of the United Economic Forum for this kind of opportunity. Our MD, Mr. Sadaqatullah, expressed his greetings to all the members present in this meet. And he also regretted for not being able to make the presentation himself. So myself and Mr. Fad, both directors in the company, we will present about our company, Accord Elevators, on his behalf. So before we look about our company profile, let me give a brief introduction about the elevator industry and its elevator market. The earliest known use of an elevator is in 236 BC by Archimedes, the Greek mathematician. In older days, people used to operate cabs on a hemp rope manually. And then came the first safety elevator demonstration by Elisa Otis at the New York City Expo held in 1853. The safety device prevented the cab from falling even when the ropes were cut off, which revolutionized the entire industry. And here is the building where the first passenger elevator in the world was installed at Broadway, New York in 1857. Next, in India, the first lift was installed at Raj Bhavan, Kolkata in 1892, that is 55 years before independence. Now a brief about the elevator market worldwide. The total operating lifts around the world is 15 million units globally. Around 800,000 elevators are sold every year. China holds around 60% of the total market, around 4.8 lakh units every year is being sold. India at the second holds around 10% of the market. The leading international companies held around 75% of the market. 7 to 8 companies hold 75% of the market. The total market value is around $80 billion, around 6 lakh crores. The key growth driver in the elevator industry is due to the construction activities happening in Asia Pacific and Middle East, and also the maintenance activities happening around Europe and North America. And here's a short note on elevator industry in India. As I mentioned earlier, India is the second largest market with the 10% market share of 80,000 elevators being sold every year. The total lift in operation is around 8,20,000 units. The elevator market size is around 11,000 crores, in which the product sale accounts for nearly 75% and the services accounts for nearly 25%. The Western region contributes around 35% of the market, followed by the North and South around 25% each. The top 8 metros, that is Chennai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, and Ahmedabad and Pune, contributes around 50% of the total elevators sold in the country. The major MNCs accounted for nearly 70% of the market. The elevator market itself is divided into broadly 5 segments: premium, upper mid, mid-mid, low mid, and low-end segment, based on the building types. In this, Accord mostly caters to the upper mid and mid-mid segment. In the premium segment, we have classified it as 5-star hotel, IT office building, shopping malls, as a market share of 12%. The upper mid segment having a market share of around 14%. Mid around 30%, low mid segment around 24%, followed by the low end, which is mostly low cost housing project, and 20%. The price range accordingly differs. The rest of the presentation will be carried out by my colleague Fahd.
Thank you, Mr. Sheikh, for the brief introduction about the elevator industry. Assalamu alaikum and greetings to the president of the UF and all the members of the UF. So, Accord Elevators was established by its founder, Mr. Hechan Sabdullah, and other professionals in the industry in the year 2012, with the head office in Chennai and branches at Bangalore and Hyderabad. The whole idea of starting Accord was to give a premium product in the mid segment, as Mr. Sheikh had already mentioned. So Accord, having a long time technical tie-up with many of the leading elevator manufacturing industries, achieve this. So next. So our product portfolio includes passenger service elevators, freight and automobile elevators, home elevators, hospital glass lifts, and lifts with steel structures. Next. So in the passenger and service elevators, we have lifts with machine room and machine room less. So the capacity in which it operates is 272 kilos up to 2,250 kilos with gear and gearless machines. The speed at which it operates is about 0.65 to 1.75 meter per second. So it's a conventional type, so it's suitable for buildings with no height restrictions. Next. Similar to the MR type, we have the machine room less. The only difference would be the space saving in the upper overhead space. It's suitable for buildings with height constraints. Next. Yeah, so this is one of the key solutions which Accord provides to many of its clients. So this is the home's elevator segment. So this again is a gearless machine. It works for passengers from 4 to 6. That's the capacity of 350 to 450 kilos. The speed in which it operates is about 0.4 meter per second up to 0.75 meter per second. So it's typically used when the client does not have any required, it does not have the required overhead, and there's also has a very less pitch space, like about 300 to 450 mm. So it can also be accommodated in a very small shaft size as well. So again, these are hospital bed lifts typically used in hospitals. So the cabin maximum size which you can provide is 5 feet by 8 feet. Again, it works on the gearless machine spectrum, and also the capacity in which it operates is about 884 kilos and up to 1,156 kilos. Speed again, it operates is up to 1 meter per second and up to 1.7 meter per second. Yeah, so like Mr. Sharif had told, we have also done a lot of projects for car lifts. So one of our key projects is in the BMW showroom next to the airport. So this, under this product range, the capacity which you can accommodate cars is up to 4,510 with a starting capacity of 310. The speed it operates is about 0.5 meter per second, and it can go up to 8 stops. It's basically to accommodate big cars and large cargos. One of the specialties of this car lift is that we give a door opening of 3 meters, and the door opening can be either in the vertical portfolio or in the horizontal portfolio. And again, these are glass lifts with steel structure. So in case if the required residence does not have a civil shaft, with the help of steel structure, we can still install the lift. And this is pictures which are actually taken inside. So we can also introduce you to the respective steel structure person to do that as well. So next is the dumbwaiters. This is used in restaurants and in hotels, ideally to transport materials or food from one stop to another. So these are the typical features of the leading MNC companies, and we also provide them. So I'll just like to highlight few of the key features. A few of the features which we give is the triple VF frequency device. It basically gives power saving of up to 60%. And the automated rescue device, which is used in case of a power failure, it rescues you to the passenger to the nearest landing. Also, we give the override device and overspeed protection sensors, and we also give wrong call cancellation. So in case if a passenger taps a call in the car, and in case if it's wrong, that can also be cancelled. So other features are all standard features, and being from MNC background ourselves, we ensure that all elevators have a smooth riding during and a jerk-free riding as well. So these are few of the customizations which we provide, and we have done a lot of projects which a lot of MNC companies have rejected. So I would like to highlight few of the customizations. So in case if a client wants an entry in through the rear side in the first floor or through the front side in the first floor, vice versa exit can be given in the other floors as well. So in case, to give you an example, if a passenger wants to enter in the first floor in through the front exit and through the rear side in the back exit, this can be given. And also the second is more or less similar to the first one. It's a two-side opening, so people can enter through the first side and exit through the rear side in the same floors as well. The third is the front entry, right exit, which is the L-type opening. So people basically can enter through the front side in the ground floor and exit in the right or left side in the second or third floor, depending upon the client's requirements. Then other customizations, like I mentioned already, which we have done in the home lifts, and we can also give lifts with a very critical shaft size, and also for auto doors for mini shaft size lifts as well, because a lot of OEMs do not give auto doors for small lift size, which we give. Next. Next. So yeah, this is basically a process flow chart which Accord has with the client. So basically we get the inquiry, and after we get the inquiry, an offer is prepared. And sorry, previous slide. Excuse me, previous slide, please. Yeah. So once we prepare the offer, the order is confirmed by doing the contractual formalities, followed by the equipment design. And once the design is approved by the client, we give it for manufacturing, and then materials are delivered. Installation work is done by our installation team, followed by the testing and commissioning, and QA/QC work has been done as well. And after this, the elevator operating license is been given to the client, after which we hand over the lift to the client as well. Next. Next. Yeah, this one. So one of the key queries by all the clients is, what about after sales service and what about the service and maintenance? So this is one of the key points which Accord actually focuses. So like we under the service and maintenance, we have scheme, we have like monthly routine maintenance services, emergency callback services, yearly inspection, and safety checks. So to the left side, you see the service report. This is what we give to all the clients on a monthly basis, and they do the maintenance is carried out as per this checklist. So Accord has three types of service contracts. One is full comprehensive, then next is a semi-comprehensive or comprehensive, and next is just oil and grease. So in this, the parts aren't included. So yeah, these are this is the CIG lift license and few of the reference letters from our clients as well. Next. So these are some of the key reference projects across various sectors, such as educational institutions, builders, developers, hospitals, restaurants, government projects, showrooms. So if you like as Mr. Kalimullah said, that we have done installations at BSA Anna University, SRM University. Builders whom which we work are BGN, Bashim, Appasamy, RWD hospitals which we have installed is in RPS. Again, Zaytun, Pangsu are a few of the restaurants which we installed. We've also done a lot of government projects such as Omanjurai Guest House, State Library Building, Madras High Court, and showrooms also we've done lifts at BMW showroom as I mentioned earlier, and PSM Hyundai LKS showroom as well. Next. So these are few of the finishes which we provide. This is the hairline finish. Again, we have the Atlanta finish, and next are the doors which we give. Next. So this is a painted finish and SS finish, and also we have the glass door finish as well. So this is a manual door design. So typically, accord customers 95% they go with auto doors only. In case if there's any design constraint, we suggest the clients to go with manual doors. So these are few of the designs which we have. So these are the operating panels, the button type operating panels. And the next slide, we can see designs in the touch panel buttons as well. So this is a product reference video. So basically, it's a 45-second video in which we've summarized all our installations. You can see the different types of elevators. You can see the different types of models, our client base as well. So please look at it and enjoy the video. Thank you. We thank the UF members and the President of the UF for your valuable time and patronage. For any information and queries, please contact myself, Fuad, and Mr. Sheikh at the below numbers. Thank you.
Admission slide. What is the next? Thank you. Admissions open.
Hello. Yes, very nice. Fuad Sheikh. Thank you very much. A fantastic presentation. I just want to say a little bit. You're doing a great job. Beautiful elevators, very nice. Just for the benefit of all the members, I just want to say I think Mr. Sadaqatullah, your father, is associated with our family UEF for now maybe 50 years, because your father studied in our school. Then he's there. He was running a Mitsubishi for the longest time, and now you all have gone ahead and started Accord Elevators, and you're there with us in the UEF. So it's a fantastic evolution. Together, hopefully we will be there to support Accord in the best way UEF can, and see that you will become a market leader, I'm sure, the way you're heading right now. So thank you very much. And of course, you're also son-in-law of my good friend Sohail. So it's good to see you here, and all of you to come over. So back to you, Kaleem.
Thanks a lot for the update, President. Relationship over generations. Okay, in fact, I just recollect in one of the recent interviews at NDTV, there was a question that was asked to the chief of AIIMS, Mr. Guleria. He was asked what was the one best and easiest way to safeguard ourselves from the fight of COVID. And his answer was very straight and simple. He said, C is equal to C. If you want to safeguard yourself from COVID, then the answer is being clean, he said. Clean, keep yourself clean, your hands clean, your office clean, your home clean, your environment clean. And to support us how to do all those things clean, we have a professional member of ours who is doing this for the last 8 years, keeping offices clean, keeping facility management, all those aspects. In fact, they are our neighbors. They are also belonging to our Buhari group of family. To share more about what kind of services they do, I would like to call upon Brother Sajid to share about British Clean. Over to you, Brother Sajid.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, Kaleem, for the brief introduction. Very good afternoon to everyone. So I'm Sajid. I'm representing British Clean as a general manager. So our company is like into cleaning, manufacturing of air fresheners and cleaning liquids for over a decade now. I have a small brief about we have a small presentation. So we started as a British fragrance, and earlier we were into only production of air fresheners, and it's air fresheners are like it's biodegradable and non-alcoholic. We were the first in the industry to come up with this non-alcoholic air fresheners. So usually the air fresheners all are made of like the harmful substance, and so that causes the health issues in the later stage. So for that, to avoid that, we have our flagship product is air freshener that's of non-alcoholic and biodegradable. And slowly we moved. It was a partnership firm, and later moved as Kirin Industries Private Limited, and with the introduction of cleaning liquids, with all which an industry, which an corporate office would require, like cleaning, floor cleaners, hand wash, floor sanitizers, and all that. It's our own production. I mean, it's a brand developed by ourselves, British Clean. We have a production facility in Kodungai in South Chennai. It's about 10,000 square feet factory, and it's all factory is governed by all the legal audits like ISO and TUV. TUV is a green audit firm when our products are green certified, and with all practices, we to improve our production and capacity with limited resources, we follow the WHO good manufacturing practices. This is a flagship product. It's as I mentioned, it's non-alcoholic, non-aerosol. It can be used in a closed environment as well as in open environment, and it's a certified green product. Even it can be used in a environment where it's not it's not harmful for the kids or pets. So there's no allergic towards that. And here are the list of our cleaning products. It includes stainless steel polish, carpet cleaner, floor cleaners, toilet cleaners, hand wash. A list about like 15 products we have. And since we all we have seen this pandemic since last year, so specifically we developed this product that's called like surface sanitizers. People were only focusing on hand sanitizer. So this is something like we wanted to come up with surface sanitizers, wherein the way we wanted people wherever they touch in that area should be clean. That doesn't affect them with any kind of virus or bacteria. So for that, we came up with this product called surface sanitizers, and it's a fast-moving product right now. So all the hospitals, corporate offices, and manufacturing industries are getting this product from us right now. And as we see all the names, since we have about a decade now, so it's being supplied to all the companies such as Samsung, Fortis, hospitals, and manufacturing companies, schools, and colleges. It's our database. Like it's our of our customers. As I mentioned, like it's about environment friendly, and also we have tied up with CISC recently, and we are in the stage of developing more of green product that that is more sustainable to the environment. And that's it. So please let us know anything you need from us. I mean, any queries. Thank you for your time.
Yeah. Hello, Sajid. Yeah, very nice presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Wish you all good luck. I think where's Razin? I hope he was coming in. I hope he's somewhere around. And Razin is my nephew, and he's been supporting British Clean from the beginning. And I think they're doing great guns. And I still remember when I was in Hajj 2 years ago. I think one of the founders of British Clean was there. He was giving me a lot of company during Hajj. It gets a bit this thing. So I was there together with British Clean. One of the people very closely working with British Clean. So back to you, Kaleem.
Yeah, thank you, President. Yeah, last but not the least, in fact, during our recent conversations, President was emphasizing on the need of women representations in our chamber, UEF. And so we thought, why not this time, as far as the EI Institute is concerned, why don't we call a women's college to share about their journey? And to share about Tasim Bibi Abdul Qadir College, we have a special person. And this person is spearheading the college for the last 25 years as its principal. And in fact, she put me in a small problem recently. I should say that. Normally, when we include people in the WhatsApp group, we put a small brief about their achievements, taking the most important. I was really confused. The contribution that she has done in the education industry, the kind of awards and applause she has won, all what to take, what to put, what not to put. I was really confused. But good that, in fact, I gave a call and said, I'm really inspired, madam, looking at the kind of achievement that you have done in this sector. To share about TBAK College and its journey, I request Dr. Sumaya, madam, to share about it. Over to you, madam.
Thank you very much for calling me to present the academic journey of Tasim Bibi Abdul Qadir College for Women, Kilakarai, situated in a coastal town of Ramanathapuram district. I am very happy, and at the same time, I am very thankful, grateful to all the members, in particular our president and dignitaries who have joined in this platform to listen to us, because all the presentations are based on the business ventures, and we are here in the academic journey of educational business. And it is not a business, it is a contribution what we have done to the community in this coastal area of Ramanathapuram district. Over to the screen which I have prepared for presenting here today, and I am very proud to welcome the President, Mr. Ahmed Bukhari, our Board of Management Trustee, and the UEF dignitaries to our platform. Thank you very much. I wish to play a small video here for 1 minute.
William, you have to increase the volume. Cannot hear. Madam, volume கொடுங்க.
I hope you would have seen our college location in the humble seaside village of the Tillayendal Panchayat and in Kilakarai Taluk, and we are very close and adjacent to the Kilakarai town. And to begin with, I wish to tell you that our visionary, our beloved founder of this institution, Alhaj Marhum Dr. P.S. Abdur Rahman, who thought of giving to empower the downtrodden girls through higher education from this area in unaided category in the state of Tamil Nadu 3 decades ago. And I am very proud today that this institution is the one and only premier autonomous college under Alagappa University affiliation from Karaikudi, South India. I wish to highlight the founder of this institution, Dr. P.S. Abdur Rahman. When he was constructing the first block, he used to come and sit in the portico for several hours whenever he used to come when the building is on. That time he used to ask what kind of motto we will have for this institution. Everyone will say some. Then he finally coined this motto, enter to learn and leave to serve. Really, we are engrossed with this motto, and it is fixed in our entrance now.
Sorry, madam, sorry, I just have a question quickly. Is it lead to serve? Is it lead to serve or leave to serve?
Lead to enter to learn and leaving the institution to serve. I'm sorry, it is. I have changed it somehow. It has again, I think I should.
Leave to serve, right?
Sorry, yeah.
Okay, sorry, I thought I was mistaken. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you very much. And our Board of Management and our autonomy is constituted with our beloved chairman of this trust, Sida Qadi Trust, Al-Haj B.S. Arif Rahman Bukhari, our beloved correspondent and wife of our founder, Dr. Rahmatullah Abdur Rahman, and our beloved secretary, Allah A.K. Khalid Bukhari. Along with them, we have a board of trustees who are leading this institution with their guidance. And you have seen the infrastructure of this college. When I landed this college in 1988 on July 29th, we have nothing except this only a barren land with one room. And now today we have such a large infrastructure, physical infrastructure, IT infrastructure constituting 616 computing equipments, state-of-art laboratories for 14 undergraduate programs and 9 postgraduate programs and 3 research centers. The internet connectivity and total area of our location is nearly 12 acres. And I am very proud that this institution has taken a unique distinctiveness in its own way. We are preserving the traditional values of Islamic culture of this coastal region, and this is the first women's institution in Ramanathapuram district catering to the first generation rural girl students. And it is functioning under the unaided category under 2F and 12B of the UGC Act. This is the only college which has received data from the Delhi. I think and somebody has to mute their audio. The one and only Muslim minority women's institution under autonomy from UGC New Delhi, and recently accredited with A grade by NAC in the whole of South India. This is what yesterday the detail was updated to me from the authorities concerned. And women's institution, this is the only women's institution offering doctoral programs in commerce, computer science, and home science exclusively for women as approved research centers of Alagappa University, Karaikudi. And this college has a very strong linkage of 888 self-help groups under Sida Qadi NGO, a non-governmental organization registered under Tamil Nadu Women Development Corporation. And this is also functioning as a nodal center for spoken tutorial programs in southern region under Alagappa University, and it is duly considered and recognized by the Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay. And we have exclusively massive open online courses laboratory with 100 laptops. We purchased this under the affordable scheme of Indian Institute of Technology, Bombay, and a spoken tutorial project under the Ministry of Human Resource Development, Government of India. And our students are able to do many online courses free of cost. And this is a very big boom to our girls who enter the portals of this institution to acquire more certificate and diploma courses along with their degree program. And we are very happy that the exposure of rural students to the state-of-art facilities, though they are in a rural area, we are on par with any urban college located in Madras, Bombay, or Chennai. And our vision goes with the thing that achieving candidly eminent distinction in the realm of women's higher education through trust. We have trust has teaching, research, uprightness, service, and transformation. And our mission is making the nation proud by striving to achieve quality higher education for women, an affordable reality through steadfast involvement, gracious munificence, articulated thoughts, and accelerating resoluteness, and generating enviable tomorrow, that is Sigma target. Our institutional core values matches with the Indian higher education core values, that is academic excellence, accountability, integrity, diversity, and social responsibility. And we have the institutional objectives to equip our learners with adequate academic skills, mentoring system through academic and personal and social counseling, to impart effective communication skills in English. Not only English, we are trying to impart in Arabic language also. Last 2 years, we are trying hard to make our students to speak in Arabic. To offer on-the-job training through internship programs in almost all the curriculum, it is blended, and to incorporate in the curriculum the core values of national development, reflecting thrust areas of global, national, and regional needs. The collaborations what we have extended with the national organization located in Mandapam to enhance our learning process and research activities. Our institution, we have a very big milestone. We have crossed 33 years and we are entering into the 34th year of our existence, and it was started in 1988, and we have crossed many milestones and important things which you can see: the approval of research centers, ISO certification, and the accreditation in the third cycle by NAAC with the A grade 3.16 out of 4. And our statutory bodies under autonomy is Academic Council, Board of Studies, Governing Body under autonomy, and Finance Committee. And I'm very proud that we had a beginning with only 3 programs in computer science, commerce, and home science. And today we are offering 17 undergraduate programs. And I wish to highlight that BCom with professional accounting and Bachelor of Computer Application and BSc Cyber Security, we are going to introduce during this academic year, and the university has insisted as that this is the need of the hour. And postgraduate programs we are going to get into, though we have MSc Information Technology, we are going to introduce this year MSc Computer Science along with the other 9 programs, MA in English, Commerce, Master of Computer Applications, duly recognized by the All India Council for Technical Education. And we have MSc Home Science, Nutrition Dietetics, MSc Mathematics, MSc IT, MSc Chemistry, Computer Science going to come up during this year, MSc Microbiology, Chemistry, and Psychology. Our MPhil program this year, they are going to remove it, but it is still approved by the Alagappa University, Karaikudi, and we have 3 research centers in Commerce, Home Science, and Computer Science. The strength of the students and faculty is reflected here, and we have on roll during this academic year 104 faculty members in undergraduate and postgraduate programs. And due to pandemic, our strength little has dipped it, and hopefully this will pick up during 21-22. And our total sanctioned strength is in undergraduate program is 677 for all programs comprising arts, commerce, management, pure sciences, life sciences, computational sciences. The sanctioned strength is 40. So totally we have, and for food processing, BSc food processing and management, the sanctioned strength is 35. So overall, we have the sanctioned strength against the admitted strength. And our curriculum design is based on the choice-based credit system. In all undergraduate programs, we have 4 parts, and these we are offering for Tamil, Arabic, Hindi for part 1. Part 2, English is compulsory, which has 2 tiers, functional English and general English. And part 3 has core subjects, allied and elective. And part 4 has non-major elective, skill-based elective, general interest courses. And part 5 is mostly extension activities, extra credit. The students will come and learn on their own, choosing their own interest, they do that. And total credits allotted for undergraduate program is 145 plus extra credits, and postgraduates it is 90 plus for extra credits we have allotted 8 credits. And the same way for postgraduate programs, core courses, elective courses, interdisciplinary courses, and extra credits. Our system of autonomy has given us to have academic revamping once in 6 months, and we conduct 2 board of studies meetings in a year to revamp, restructure the syllabi for various programs, and we always update the curriculum to the recent trends, what is happening in the global and national level. And our curricula, almost all our courses, I have listed here 2,518 courses offered in the undergraduate and postgraduate programs, focus on employability, and 460 courses focus on skill development, and 39 programs focus on entrepreneurship. And you can see that the enrichment of a curriculum goes with the professional ethics, gender studies, and human values, and environmental sustainability. And we are offering along with the other programs, and we have made it it is compulsory for all Muslim students to go for diploma in Islamic history and traditional values, and diploma in Islamic principles and law, diploma in Tajweed and teachings of Quran. And these are given in the first year, second year, third year. Along with that, even the students complete these 3 diploma, they'll get the Alima degree. And the certificate courses we have listed, and along with this, in during this academic year 21-22, the certificate program in dairy chemistry, biofertilizer production, edible and medicinal mushroom cultivations, aquaculture, digital marketing, and tourism. These are the certificate courses we have identified through the Board of Studies to be offered during this academic year 21-22. And our enrollment has indicated that most of our students would like to do value addition programs to enhance their skills and employability opportunities. And you can see we are also getting, because this is a rural area, and you know that rural students have their own handicaps in presenting communication skills, and mostly our Kilakari students are very strong in their communication, but students coming from the village pocket, they find it very difficult during the first 6 months. Then we put them under remedial classes, and we provide study materials, special tests, home assignments, counseling, help rendered from peer students, and start from the scratch. There is a program we have, we make them to speak out, that is, speak your thought out. These two are very good best practices that has been appreciated by NAAC. So the students can go to any teacher anytime in their free time. They can speak out. Some topics will be given during the month for them to come out with their ideas, and they can communicate well. That way they improve their communication skills also. And advanced learners also, we have many add-on courses, extra credit papers, and they work also as student tutors to help the slow learners, peer group leaders, coaching, they attend coaching for competitive exams, skill development program. They also go out to participate in seminars and conferences, and self-learning materials are provided through the spoken tutorials to make them to be empowered with all the skills which are necessary in the area of the student interest. Next, I wish to tell that our college is mostly all our faculty have been trained in such a way that they have to have the student-centric approach in learning process, and mostly our ICT mode of teaching learning has been appreciated during the NAAC visit, and they are very happy that in a rural setup you are able to reach out to many people. That is the best thing you are contributing to women empowerment, they told us. And we are also having flipped classes, Google Classroom, blended learning, e-learning, our practical classes and projects to empower their skills. And we follow group discussion, debates, seminars, paper presentations, quiz competitions, learning through library resources, e-resources. We have enormous materials, and our field visits, industrial visits, internships, educational tools also add on to their empowerment to come as a graduate with many attributes where they can fit in. And our e-learning, our teachers are also encouraged every year. We fix the guideline that they have to go on self-learning courses through online, and our faculties have completed 194 courses till date ongoing is 140 courses they are doing. Our students have also completed online courses. Ongoing is 350 webinars they have completed because of the pandemic. You can see that most of our learning process is taking place only through online platform. Our faculty and students they are able to complete so many webinars in different aspects of learning, and the platforms they mainly use are highlighted here. And our faculty profile with their qualification, we have 17 doctoral degrees and 43 with PG and MPhil, and you can see that our faculty have been qualified with NET and SLET 11 and pursuing PhD 10, associate professors 11, assistant professors 93. And the awards received by the management during the year 2018-19, the government of Tamil Nadu has given the Noble Service to Society award to our founder and Service to Society award to our secretary. And these are the awards won by me. The awards received by our faculty is also highlighted. Every year they'll be updating and they'll be participating. They will go for learning from other platforms. Next. Our examination reforms very transparent, and we allow our students to see their exam papers after evaluation. We give it to them. They can see how the teachers are valued. That is the transparency we have implemented in the first and second year undergraduate students. Double evaluation is permitted for final years and all postgraduate students. Re-evaluation for final year. Result publication, on an average, we take 20 days to publish the results soon after the exams, and online certification verification is implemented. When students go to government or private sectors, those employers are called for verification. Then the feedback from next, our examination results also highlighted here. I think we are running short of time, I believe. I will quickly show the slides, what I have with you.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. And our research centers are here. Our publications are there. Next. And grants, we have received enormous, our total grants till date received from various schemes of the university and central resources from 1991 to 2020 is 387 lakhs 0.63, and we have availed 99 schemes. And our innovation incubation cell under MHRD, and we are also recognized with the Crescent Innovation Incubation Cell as co-incubation center. We have 3 incubators I have listed here, and our alumni also has come for incubations. And next, and I'm very proud that we have 2 IPRs with us, one for the nutritional composition of seaweed chocolate, and the other one is in the pipeline that has been received. This is I wish to tell you that this area has an enormous amount of palm trees, and Ramanathapuram district is comprising 1.5 crores of palm trees, and this is a very big market available, but it is an untapped potential where palm workers are doing only small level of cottage industries. And the Entrepreneurship Development Institute of Tamil Nadu has given the first startup, faculty startup, 5 lakhs to develop this machine. The 3D model of the prototype machine is shown here, and it is going to roll on soon for the manufacturers to come and visit. And the consultancies we have done so far to various IDEM group of companies, South Indian Grains Corporation, mushroom cultivation units. Next, our MOUs, linkages have been highlighted here. Next, the extension outreach programs that has been commended, and we have reached out 10,798 beneficiaries to our students and faculty who have continuous activities in the society. Next, the NGOs, I have told you that we have been awarded by the Best Women Social Worker Award from the Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu during 2012. Next, our awards and recognition by institution. This institution is recognized as a Center of Excellence. We have Best Institution Award from Tamil Nadu Young Olympians Association. And recently, these two recognitions we have received from the Government of India Institution Innovation Cell. We have reached 2.5. Inshallah, this year we will get the 5-star award from the ministry. And a member of National Rural Entrepreneurship Vision, where we are doing a lot of rural entrepreneurship programs we have started from last year. Next, our physical infrastructure, our laboratories, our sports facilities. Next, the library information service, and we have open access. We have connected with the national level about digital library and SWAYAM, and our IT infrastructure goes with that. And the IT infrastructure we have shown you, and we are able to provide scholarships to the deserving meritorious students, and these are the highlights are here for your reference. And the placements, we have placed so far 633 women from our college. Next, and the student support, we are doing many things under vocational training education for our students, for guiding them for competitive exams. And there's our students in sports, and especially this Kamakshi, she is from a small hamlet, stayed in the hostel. She participated in the first Pacific Asian Yoga Sport Championship, and she got the International Yoga Festival. She got the consolation. She went to Bangkok. And Roshni Fatima, she got the award from, she's from Ramanathapuram district, this student. First prize in the state level 100-meter dash. She is receiving from the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. And All India Inter-University Yoga Champion, 3 students have received it. Next, breaking the record. Our students have also have created records in India Book of Records, Mugavai Records, India Achiever Book of Records by doing all these performances. And Irfana also has won. Next, highlights, we used to celebrate all our national celebrations and our founders' birthday anniversary celebrations regularly. And Dr. Mailsami Annadurai, he visited our college during Dr. APJ Kalam's visit. Next, alumni engagement. Our alumni, just I want to highlight that our alumni will meet once in a year, that is the annual meeting. And this year from here we have planned for monthly meets to strengthen our activities. And they also contribute. They have established a student service center on the campus run by the Alumni Association of the college. Next, our women entrepreneurs, they are doing it through online, and you can see 7 of them are very active in this online business. Next, our organogram is highlighted how we function. Next, and we have implementation of e-governor in all these platforms: planning, monitoring, administration, finance, student admission supports, examination, implementation of ERP through cloud platforms since 2018. Then effective welfare measures we are providing to all our faculties. Next, and we have promotion programs, especially gender equity programs, universal value programs. And so we have taken more concentration on safety and security measures and facilities for the differently abled. Environmental activities we are promoting, and this year we are going to plan to introduce the environmental sciences pertaining to the area development, regional development, that is going to come up soon, online program. Next, our night soil based biogas plant we have since 2000, contribution to local community. We are doing a lot of activities through the district administration and community engagements. During this, for the past 6 months, our students have done many things for sensitizing the local people in COVID-19, educating them. They have done a lot. Really, we have to appreciate that this and all these things, our awards receiving in many leading national and local papers that has been published. Next. Thank you very much for your patient listening. I think I have taken 3 more minutes. I think they have given me 3:13. Thank you very much, sir, for your patient listening, and anything to be interacted, we can.
Thank you very much, Usman Madam. Always very impressive. And I still remember the visit of Mr. Razmat Tawfiq, the former director of IFC. So he said there's so much of fire in these ladies, and we keep saying that what shall I say, our ladies, and particularly Muslim ladies from backward areas are very, very backward and very behind. But then when we come and visit TBAK and other institutions in the area, we see our ladies. They are far more active than what you would find in the cities and whatnot. I think there's fantastic potential for women, particularly our women. They're not backward in any form, and UEF wants to try its best to support all these initiatives. Thank you, Sumaya Madam, for a very passionate presentation.
One thing I wish to tell you that our student from the Department of Commerce with Computer Application, she has been placed in McKinsey recently.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It's a great thing.
We have to push now we'll push for a unicorn from Tasi Bibi now. We'll have to push for a Tasi Bibi, a unicorn company from Tasi Bibi. That will be our target.
All companies should visit. They come for campus interviews.
Yes.
That is the
absolutely.
I put it on across to all the business people that
absolutely. Everybody should please, and then all our institutions, and not just Tasi Bibi, we'll be supporting all our institutions from the community. But please do visit us. I think Professor Jafar Khan is very keen to visit Dr. Jafar Khan. I'm sure he'll visit soon, and anybody else, you're most welcome to come and visit us. So back to you, Kaleem.
Yeah, that's it, President. We have over, but not many chat questions over there. So if you wish, we can just complete it. If there is any message from President. Is there any question that anybody would like to ask? You can ask, because we have hardly 5 minutes.
5-6 minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
We can try to close it off at 6 o'clock. If there are any questions, we can take 1 or 2 questions. Maybe put it in the chat box so that it'll be easier for us to take it. Yeah, you can take the questions, Kaleem. If it comes in the chat box.
Yes, sir. Any questions, please share it in the chat box immediately. We have 5-6 minutes, please.
Just a minute. That I've been writing a lot in the chat box, and I can hats off to this.
Sorry, Dr. Jafar Khan, we're not able to hear you. Not able to hear you.
Are you able to hear me now?
Not very clearly. Not very clearly. Maybe better off typing the question.
Is it okay now?
Not very audible.
Not audible, Jafar sir. If you can share it in the chat box, we will.
Okay. Thank you.
Tell that in the chat box, Dr. Jafar Ahmed Khan, I think, what is this flag rating of this college? 3.16. I have displayed in the first slide itself. 3.16 out of 4-point scale. National Assessment Accreditation Council. They used to accredit all the institutions in India. This is the only accreditation agency assessing and giving the grades to all the institutions, and it has become a mandate that unless we have A grade, we may not be able to get autonomy. But we got autonomy way back in 2004-05, and we have completed under autonomy 18 years now. We have completed. If we complete another 7 years, we will be able to award our own degrees to our own students, and we can also upgrade our college as a women's university in this area. Till date, it is an autonomous accredited women's institution for Muslim girls. It is exclusively for women. We admit all. Our doors are open to all communities, and inclusiveness is followed in every aspect of our learning, teaching, executions.
Yeah. Okay, madam. Thank you. Sorry, Kaleem. Go ahead.
Yes. Yeah. One question about elevators is that, when you said that your operations is in the upper mid-level and mid-level, what needs to be done so that Accord can also be on the top level? That is the star hotels that you were mentioning. Just thought to check with you.
Thanks, Sarif sir, for the question. We are trying to move up the level. Right now, we are in the mid segment. We slowly moved up to the upper mid segment. Now we are also trying to move into the premium segments. So the continuous improvement in our products, the acceptability, showing customers what the products which we have installed, bringing them the confidence. Then we slowly move into the premium segment also. right now, because of the customization we have done a few projects in the premium also, but mostly it is into the upper mid and mid segment. So we have done projects in premium, but most of it is still in the mid. So we are trying to move into the premium segment. So inshallah it will happen.
Sheikh and Fawad, if I may add,
Yes, sir.
the mid market is the big bulge market in India. The top premium market is the wafer thin market. I'm sure you already know about that.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
So the growth is going to take place in the big
The
bulge.
mid segment market.
So the affordability in the mid market is going to be a far bigger market, and this game is all about numbers. Your father will, uncle will tell you as much as you want to be in the premium. I think the market is going to be in the mid size.
The mid segment.
Yeah, the affordable segment. So the market size is much bigger.
Much bigger.
Yeah.
Because even the companies which are there in the premium segment, because there is so much market in the mid and the upper mid segment, they have toned down. They have they've done customizations in the product. They've done a lot of cost saving. They've procured local vendors in order to come into their market. So we are already working in that market. So inshallah we should go to the premium market. But once this brand acceptability, then definitely we'll go there as well. But for now, we are focusing these two segments which we had already mentioned.
Yeah, and we've discussed that with Mr. Sadaqatullah before. I'm sure you'll give a good discount to all UEF members, Accord, and all the other stakeholders. Go Water also. We'll have some special offer to all our UEF members. Anyway, let's wrap up. Nadeem, Kalim, back to you.
Yes, sir. Thanks a lot. In fact, we have just one message which we thought we will share it with you. We have our UF Tech Committee. I could see Khalid Bhai over here, all those things. We have experts in that. Any one of our members who require inputs in terms of IT, all those things, you can get in touch with us. We will organize a meeting. We have former VP of Cognizant, all experts, a committee is there. Anybody who is interested, we can get in touch so that we can organize a meeting as far as that is concerned. We at UF, Buhari Group is, making organizations in our tower itself for vaccination, and request each and every member to take vaccination and be safe, secure, because your safety is, very much required in the current scenario. That's it, President. Over to you. Can we finish it up?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. So thanks a lot once again for joining. Do come for our next events.
Thank you everybody for joining. Thank you, speakers. Thank you.
Thank you.
Inshallah. Thank you. Bye.
Yes, sir.